What's good, everybody? Yo, I feel so. I don't know. Hey, does it look weird to you, or maybe it's just me? I don't know. What's good, everybody? Welcome to this
It's a
week's.
different look, different camera, so you're gonna feel that way.
I feel like wide. I don't look wide, or
I don't talk about. I don't talk about pregnant women and they weight and shit like that. I'm that smart.
it's too much. Happy Valentine's Day, guys! I know it was yesterday. I just wanted to tell everybody Happy Valentine's Day since I wasn't here yesterday. I didn't do anything special. Did you do anything special?
Um, Not really.
No.
Just came here, did the show, went home, relaxed.
Okay. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, but it was also my ex boyfriend's birthday. So every single year, even though I hate Valentine's Day and what it stands for, and never seem to have had a Valentine since breaking up with him in 2015, I always find time out of my day to send him an email just to wish him a happy birthday, which he ignores every year. But I feel like maybe one year he'll maybe acknowledge it and like, you know what, maybe Kara still does care about me a little bit. So, but I did reach out to him. He turned 38 yesterday, and he was the absolute best thing that had ever happened to me. Even still now to this day. And I was sad to have lost him in 2015, but you know what? I always think about him and I always wish him a happy birthday. So, shout out to Shaoki. He'll never watch my show. But I did send him an email under my Grown Talk with Goddess Yahoo account, so maybe he'll type that in one day and be like, yo, who is this Grown Talk with Goddess person? And then figure out it's me.
There you go.
Hopefully, I keep my fingers crossed because on top of him being an Aquarius and me not being able to deal with an Aquarius after dealing with that heartbreak, I still think about him almost every day. So, shout out to him. And to all the lovers who celebrated yesterday. I got lied to. So, that was that was my Valentine's Day. Like one of those I'll call you back type shits, and then you call back and I'm at work type shit, and then don't hear from them for the rest of the night, but they want you to believe that they was really at work type shit. So, fuck it. It is what it is, man. Got time for that shit. Anyway, on top of that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that happened. Just prepare for my baby shower. I'm supposed to hook up with Miss Beats tomorrow. I'm excited about that.
Nice, nice.
So she can
Yeah,
show
she was
me.
giving me a little like kind of like maybe a little bit like of a preview of how things gonna go. So it'd be nice.
Yeah, I hope so. Tony said he's an Aquarius. Yo, Tony, the reason why I haven't been able to deal with another Aquarius is because of the way this man broke my heart back in 2015. You guys are some emotionless, carefree motherfuckers, man. Like, y'all just don't care. You're easy to just walk out of a relationship like it never even happened and just go about your business.
Sound like a Gemini to me.
A Gemini? Oh, you a Gemini, right? And you know what? That's Aquarius all the way. But if I've never dated a Gemini, so that might be. And I do love you, Tony. You're absolutely correct. But that's the reason I don't talk about it much. But that's the reason why I don't really deal too much with Aquarius. I don't know. Y'all don't show enough emotion for me. But as far as the baby shower, I
Craig
I'm
want to know if he could come to your baby shower.
who?
Craig.
Yeah, you can come. March 7th, 125 Wilson Street in Hackensack. Pull up. I put a public invite on Facebook as well as my Instagram page. So, definitely come on out for that. Who is that? Definitely.
That was a chick who fell off the stage. I mean, fell off the pole.
Yo, you know what? You see how she got a GoFundMe account trying to.
Her friend started that. She got about 40 grand. On a
Really?
GoFundMe account.
I need a GoFundMe account. I got 40 kids. How about one of y'all like sign me up for a GoFundMe? That would be nice. Yo, you know what? He's not even saying that. He got the same little facial expression.
I agree with you, Tom.
I'm gonna get on a pole and fall on my face and break my shit. Then maybe somebody will give me a GoFundMe account. I need one too.
They might. They might.
Yeah, you know what? She did fall from kind of high up. But you hear now they saying that they if a stripper is on a pole past a certain amount of like past a certain height, they want them in helmets. I don't know how it's gonna work. I'm not a stripper.
She,
Even though,
she ain't gonna be getting no money.
with a helmet on.
Yeah.
You see how she fell though? That's what she get. That's what all them get. Fuck them.
Hating ass. But go ahead.
Listen, I got my education the real way. I didn't have to shake my ass on stage to pay for it. I went to work and paid for it.
Hate.
No, I don't hate.
You was watching Chappelle before you came in tonight.
You know what? I should have. I was actually on Facebook in that group that Tony put me on. It's addictive. I'm about to like just leave it. I can't do it no more. I can't. It'd be too much. I don't know. But anyway, spoke about Valentine's Day. Spoke about the baby shower. I saw you did your new show today.
Yeah. What's good, Prodigy?
Hey, Prodigy. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna watch it. I got the alert for it. I just didn't get the alert for Butterfly show, so I'm gonna look into that. All right, guys. So on to the first topic. We're gonna talk about the chop first, and this for me is a good topic because I've personally had to deal with this. Can a big chop ruin your relationship? Should a woman discuss with her man before doing a big chop? No. You do what the fuck you want, ladies. You know why? Because a man will go out, he'll get his hair cut, he'll grow out his beard, he'll do all this different shit to himself to make himself look different. Who is he consulting? He's not consulting anybody.
I'm gonna let you finish.
When I met my baby father, he had no hair on his face. Now he looked like Akbar Shalom Hamed, okay? Am I allowed to not like him anymore because he's completely grown out a full beard? It's not fair. I will say, as far as a big chop, I actually did this for my ex-boyfriend, the Aquarius. But it was the complete opposite. He got tired of seeing me with the wigs on and actually wanted to see me do a big chop. So I made an appointment at the beauty salon. I was with Cayman. Cayman was a baby at the time. And everything was all good. The lady cut all my hair off. And I'm talking about, I was like bald head, boy bald head, like shaved, everything. Shaped up, sideburns, everything. My baby didn't like me. He didn't know who I was. And that hurt me. But the ex-boyfriend loved it. Because it was me, and it was like a natural me. It wasn't me with the wig on and shit. But I was miserable. I was miserable the whole entire time until I was able to cover that shit back up.
How far did you like go down?
Like hers.
Okay.
Like hers in the picture. I was like boy shaved. Shape up and everything.
Well, I always say like, I guess like some women from a certain standpoint, when, you can't get your hair to really kind of like grow, it grows crazy. They always say like you just chop it, start all over, and it usually grows back evenly.
Yo, I didn't care if it grew back evenly or not. I got shoulder length hair underneath this wig I got on right now.
We don't believe that, but go ahead.
And nobody will ever see it.
No, we don't believe it, but go ahead.
Listen, my baby father straight pulled my wig off the other day. He was like, "Oh, I didn't know you had hair. What the fuck, you thought I was bald?" I got hair. I just, to me it looks nice blonde and it looks nice,
Prodigy said she remembers that cut.
Yeah. Yo, worst thing ever. Prodigy walks around with a shaved head. I don't know how the fuck a woman can do it. I couldn't do it. I if it's not dangling off my shoulder, if I don't feel it on my back when I'm getting out the shower, it makes me feel like less of a woman.
What are you talking about? Oh, when you had to?
No. Well, yeah, when I had the bald head, I felt like a boy.
Okay.
Like it made me feel like a boy. And then on top of that, he didn't want me wearing makeup and all this other shit. He wanted me to be completely natural. So I look like a little boy without makeup on.
So what's wrong with the makeup? You have to have makeup?
I have to wear a little bit of it because I have eczema.
What does that have to do with anything?
I have it really bad on my face,
Okay.
and I've kept it covered for years. Only a couple of people know what I look like without being completely made up. It's
Right.
bad. It's not, it's not anything I could do about it. But I used to get laughed at in high school because of the eczema, and then as I got older, I learned how to cover it
Right.
with makeup, and now no one knows what I look like without makeup on.
Okay.
So and even I have it on now. It's not that much, but I do get the eczema really bad around my mouth and on my eyelids, and that's where the focus of my makeup really is, especially on the eyelids. If I didn't have the makeup on, my eyelids would be as black as this table,
Okay.
and so is all around. I have like a Hitler scar on my face from my eczema. Yeah.
Hitler scar. Okay.
Like,
now.
you know how Hitler has
Yeah,
like
the little mustache,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's what it looks like if I don't have makeup on.
Okay.
So, I wear it, but as far as the big chop goes, it shouldn't ruin a relationship, and it kind of blends into what we're going to talk about next, as far as like being in a relationship and keeping up with the parents in order to keep each other satisfied. I guess for some men, it's a big deal. I'm going to read some of these comments that
Oh,
we
yeah,
had.
that's what I'm waiting for. Then I want to go in on it, but definitely see what everyone's saying.
All right, shout out to RT Millions. He said that's a good topic. I'm a big lover of hair. If she wants to, she's going to do it, like it or not. If she respects your position enough, she should come to you to see what he thinks, not necessarily his approval.
Great way to put it. Great way to put it. That's a grown ass adult right there.
hmm Shout out to Jose Reed. He said, not at all. That's what wigs are for. Long as you love your spouse unconditionally and they confident with chopping their hair off, that's all that matters. And fuck what the hater got to say. Shout out to Prodigy. She wrote the long essay. She had the essay of the day on this post.
Let's
guys.
go.
She said he should love you no matter what. If you have long hair or really short hair, if he's truly a man, he will appreciate to any way you are. You shouldn't have to discuss a part of your body with him at any time. It is your body. You do what you want to do with it. If he is one that has to look at you and that's the way you are, when he met you with long hair, that means he's only attracted to a part of your body and was not attracted to you. You should find someone who will love you no matter what you look like. Fat, skinny, tall, long, short hair, long hair. That's what love is. Someone that will love you from the inside out.
Eh.
Okay, shout out to James Harper. He says, yes, she should discuss it with her man. And I ask him why. Louis Vuitton Sean, he came in and said, my question is, since you don't want to discuss it, could she get mad at his reaction to it? Can a
Great
woman
point.
get
Great
mad
point.
at the reaction? He also said, so that same woman would all of a sudden, okay, so no, I'm sorry. I came in and said, she should absolutely, but why would he react? Men get fat as they get older. Should a woman react to that the same way? He
Within
said,
her rights.
right. He said, Kara, so that same woman with all of a sudden a fat man, you think she stayed skinny? Sometimes they do. He said, doubt it. If she's not willing to discuss that, she can't get mad at his reaction. He ain't asked to date Lorenz Tate.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ty. He said, so do women don't act like y'all bellies don't grow. It's a part of appearance. Anything you alter should be discussed with your partner. Do you need permission? No. But I'll be damned if I stay with a bald-headed woman if I'm not attracted to them. I don't care who you were before. James Harper came back on and said, why? Because that's what attracts him to her. Ain't no way around it. I mean, I love you for you, but the hair was everything to me. Then what happens when she goes out and just so happens to meet a beautiful lady with long hair? If he goes out and meets a beautiful lady with long hair that reminds him of yours, and who's to say he won't cheat? Damn.
Craig said, if I met you and you had hair and you cut it, we over.
What? Yo, what is up with you guys?
I'm waiting for you to finish the comments and I'm going.
Okay. Shout out to Johnny Adams. He said, yes, she should discuss it. Brandy, my little homegirl Brandy. She said, I feel like guys don't consult with their ladies about shaving off their beards, which can definitely change a whole look. It's always a big surprise, yet a woman changing her look has to be consulted? I don't think so. Shout out to Lionel Judah. He said, I just kick one to the curb for this myself. Ronaldo Bello says, it's a matter of taste. Total taste is elsewhere. Shout out to Kim Sellers. She said, should she? No. If she chooses to, then that's her choice. And then Tony. He said, I mean, I'd appreciate it, but I'd appreciate her beauty more than her hair. Give me a beautiful, clean woman who's about her well-being, money, and true happiness. All that other shit is whatever. Natural beauty is the best beauty. Aw, Tony. All right, that was what all of the comments on that one. What you think?
All right, so me, I am all about natural also, but I am a firm believer of hair. I remember Michelle thinking about chopping her hair one time. Actually, she did cut it, but it wasn't like one of those super drastic cuts, but it was long enough for me to notice, and I was fucking livid. I believe in like I said, to me, it's me, what I believe in. I met you one way, you should stay that way. And it's the same with men. It's not about gaining weight, you know what I mean? Both of you should stay exactly where you were. Craig said, I told my baby mother because she wanted to cut her hair. If I came home and you cut it off, I'm leaving that day, and that was 10 years after. I say it from this standpoint.
That's messed up. Y'all are messed up.
When we meet you a specific way, now we understand it in retro sense, like certain things will change. Like you might put on 10, 15 pounds. You know what I mean? Nothing like really like crazy. Or, you might want to, touch up your split ends or whatever. We understand that, but what I don't think women understand is we met you a particular way. We met you a certain way. And for you to drastically change that. Now, hey, if it's your profession and you're going for a role or a part or a photo shoot and you can't do a wig, it's kind of understandable because it's your business. We have to understand that. But if I met you a specific way, and that's the way it should be. Now, you talked about beards and shit like that.
Yes,
and
yes, it does change in appearance.
It does change appearance. But again, this is where the communication comes back from both parties.
Men ain't asking they ladies. They going to the barbershop.
I mean, you have some that, I know a guy who, he has a little something, but it's not drastic because his girl doesn't like too much shit. Or I remember it was a time where I just was growing like this underneath my lip out. And the guy said, why? And I said, because it's the tickler. When you go down to your girl, you tickle the clit. But it's just...
Yo, you a mess, man.
But it's more lines of, again, I met you a particular way. And unless it's a medical reason why you were sick, maybe you donated your hair to a cause or something like that, or when your best friends got cancer, and because you have people that do that. Somebody close to them get cancer, and to make that person feel at home, they'll chop their hair off also. To make that person feel comfortable and to try to help that person out as best as they can. Tone said, it's probably because I'm not crazy about a woman with long hair. I like it. But it's not something that I'm going to leave her over. I feel you on that. I love long hair.
Nobody should.
Like I put it like this. There are small amount of women in this world that can actually rock short haircuts. Small. You got to have the shape head for it. You got to be attractive, to a certain extent. So me personally, I love long hair. So, for someone that I'm dating to cut their hair, it would be a problem to me. Yes.
You know what? I wish I have pictures of me with the short hair. I got a lot of compliments on it.
I'll post it right now. Send it to me.
Nah, man.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yo.
All that shit went out the window quick, huh?
That's Kara right there? Like, yeah.
That shit went out the window quick.
You know what it is? I have a long face. So the shape of my head was nice. But because I have such a long face, I always felt like I needed to have longer hair to like. I won't wear a bob because my face is long.
Right.
You know, we know what styles we can get away with. But the short hair for me, it didn't work. Because, just.
Well, I mean, like I said, if it doesn't fit you, it doesn't fit you. But, I mean, it's also like, kind of like I wouldn't say a double-edged sword, but it's just like counterproductive because you do have hair, but you refuse to show it. You keep wigs on. But,
I don't refuse to. I'm just too lazy.
Yeah, you refuse to. Same thing. But again, it's just more lines of, again, you.
Where my baby daddy at? Come on here. Tell these people I got hair. He'll tell you I got hair.
I don't believe him. But again, I just think, it's just from the point to where women have to understand how men are. Men are visual. Women are emotional. Like a woman can rock with you no matter what you look like. If you make her happy, you make her smile, you make her laugh.
Yeah.
Men not doing that shit. It's sad, but it's just the truth about it.
Yeah, that's so fucking crazy.
Men date for like overall visuals and sight. We don't date for, she has a great heart. You'll fuck somebody with a great heart, but you ain't trying to do
Yo,
that.
get out of here. Are you serious?
If I met you and you had cornrows like Queen Latifah from Set It Off, we good. But if you cut it off, it's a problem. And that's the thing. Like I was explaining to guys, like we're visual.
Yo, it's got to be
We're
a man
visual.
thing.
Yes.
It has to be.
When it gets past the beginning stage and we get to know each other, then yeah, oh wow, we can actually talk. But when we first meet you, it's visual. Oh damn, fat ass, titties. Oh man, I want to smash. So if any woman thinks a man who first approaches her is not thinking I want to bust your ass, you dumb as shit.
Yeah,
Men are
so
visual.
crazy. I'm sitting here trying to find the pictures because Tony asked me to post them
I'll
up.
put it up, man. I'll put it up.
Yeah, that's just so messed up, man.
What's messed up about it? It's just, again, the overall truth. And unfortunately,
Damn.
women keep fighting men and how we truly are. And, it's always about what you guys want to fit us into what category. Instead of understanding, like, again, we are who we are.
And that's the same thing with us. Listen, I saw a meme one time on Facebook and it was saying, my man will never have to complain about being with a different type of woman because I could be all types of women if he wants me to. I could be a blonde, I can be a redhead, I can have black hair, I can do this. Changing up, it's supposed to be a damn good thing. It's not supposed to be anything bad, but...
Well, I don't know if it's more lines of the whole it being something bad, but you changing a shirt is way different than you. Like, you can't put your hair back on once you cut it. Like a shirt, it
Yes,
gets a
you
little
can.
something on it. You can change it up.
Shit, I was miserable until I went and bought me a wig. Yo, Tony, I'm dead ass looking for it, and I can't find it, but I'm finding a whole bunch of dick pics I was looking for.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, yes. From 2015. Woo, I'm in my Google. I can't find it, but I'm going to keep looking for it. But, again, if a guy is not going all out and crazy to try to do anything to I mean, sometimes it damn, see, now I want to find a picture so I can show you guys exactly what it did to me.
You keep searching, and even if it's not tonight, you'll find it, and you can post it up and just tag us in. We're fans.
I'm not putting that shit on Facebook.
But it's just more lines again. Like, again, women, stop worrying about what you believe or what you think it should be, and truly understand what we as men are telling you. We meet you one way, you motherfucker, you better stay that way.
No. You know what? It's funny because I asked Delaney the other day. I said, I've only just been going blonde since I had my maternity shoot with Cairo last year.
Okay.
So it's almost been a year since I've been rocking blonde hair. Before that, it was nothing but black. I wore nothing but black wigs. I got complimented on the way the blonde looks against my skin color, and ever since then, I just haven't taken off a blonde wig. I asked him the other day because he met me with black hair. I said, should I go back to the black hair for the baby shower, or should I?
He gonna be at the baby shower? That's gonna be fun.
As of right now, I think so, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Who could say? I told him today I'd have my baby shower and my baby by my fucking self. I didn't need him.
Okay.
But you know, it is what it is. And he told me I should go back to the black hair. So I don't think he's ever liked the blonde, but I like it.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? What you like, what you believe or not. But you know, my thing is this: if you want to wear short hair, do not go near a man who does not like short hair women. And I think that's where it really, you know, pretty much boils down to. Realize the type of man that you have around you, and you know what he likes, what he doesn't like, what he's willing to deal with, and what he's not willing to deal with.
But why the fuck should we care? If we're in a relationship and we've
Then
been
date
together,
yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's,
you
that's
know
pretty
what?
much what it boils down to. Date yourself.
that's messed up, man.
It's not messed up.
Y'all
you know what I
don't
mean?
be out at barbershop. Oh, I wonder if my girl's gonna like it if I thin
Prodigy
my
say keep
side.
it blonde.
Huh?
Prodigy say keep the hair blonde.
Thank you, Prodigy. I like it too. It does something to me. It makes me feel more wild. But you know, y'all don't. Do you ever call Michelle? Hey, Michelle, listen. I was thinking about, you know, doing this a little different to my hair. You know,
Well, you
we
gotta
can do-
remember me, and
Yeah,
like
you
you know me a
know.
lot better than people who just see me every week.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. So it's just more lines of like Michelle knows what I like, what I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think she recently had talked about doing something to her hair dramatically, and I didn't say nothing. I mean, she gonna do what she want to do. Like, you know, I'm not sitting here like, yo, you have to know if that's what she wants to do. It's her hair, it's her body. She can do whatever she wants, but she knows hands down I do not like women with short hair.
I think she'd look nice too with something just like right on her
She
shoulder.
can knock herself out.
I honestly think she would look nice.
She be
with
all
it.
right.
Yeah, do something different. And plus, too, fellas, what y'all don't or fail to realize is that when we do something different with ourselves, it's like a pick me up for us. It's sometimes what we need to.
I mean, there are other things you can do to, you know, help out your I mean, if you're going through something, you feel some type of way, there are other
Yeah.
ways for you to do that. I mean, hey, go paint your toenails purple. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh my God.
but that's a dramatic thing. That's like a guy going to a doctor and be like, yo, I need you to take a couple inches off. And then not discussing with his woman that he's doing that. You know what I mean? It's like it's similar situations here.
But I mean, okay, that's different because
No. Don't hit me with it's different now.
it is different
No,
because
it's
we're
not.
talking about taking inches off of a penis.
You took
that-
inches off your motherfucking hair.
But the hair is not doing anything that's gonna mess up a sex life, is it?
It was. We're visual. We're men. You women go through lingerie and Victoria's Secret, Frederick Hollywood, all these companies to visually look good for your man.
Yes.
So why fuck the visual up?
Oh
Thank you. Mic drop. Boo.
That's a damn shame. Ladies, if you're listening, go cut your hair. You ain't got to consult nothing with your man. If
And
you
then
don't
make
like
sure
it,
you get Goddess address so you can stay with her. When that nigga kick you out like Craig, you got to go. You know what I'm saying? You got to go.
if he don't like it, guess what? There's somebody else out there that will.
But it won't be Craig or Truth.
I don't necessarily like you know, certain things that my exes have done, you know, to alter their style, but I didn't leave them behind it. You know, you let them know.
Y'all women are emotional, we're visual. And you have to understand that.
That's a damn shame. You know, I'm gonna do something real crazy. I might
I
even
mean,
come to.
that's between, you know, your crazy baby daddy. Other than that,
Well, I know one of them wouldn't care. You know what? Neither one of them would probably care. As long as I had money in my pocket, neither one of them would give a fuck. You cut your hair off, okay? Let me get $50.
yeah, it's usually how it goes.
Basically. All right, guys. All right, so here's the scenario. You're in a relationship with somebody for a long time, and I'll use the relationship with Henry in this instance because I was with him for 10 years, and we went through a lot of things with each other. I had a couple of kids. You gain weight, you lose weight, things happen.
Yeah.
So I posed this question, and a girlfriend of mine asked me how I felt about this. So I threw it up on my Facebook page to see what we got. As we age, we gain weight, we gain gray hair, maybe some chin hair for the ladies. It could be different things, a double chin. I was just trying to give examples of ways we change. I personally don't like, and I just found out that men's pubes turn gray. Their hair down there. I had no idea. Completely turned off by it.
She said down there.
Yeah, they're balls. You guys get gray hair down there. I don't know if women do. I don't have any. I don't have any hair. But men go gray down there, and I don't like the way that looks. It makes me feel like I'm an old person. What's the best way to tell somebody you love that they need to be made over? Or either stay on top of their game a little bit. Now look, and I'll give you some examples of some black men that gained some weight. And they were all superstars. You look at Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, he's fit now. But
He's fat.
No, not
If,
now.
listen, if you look at
Now, he
what's
has
that?
a six pack now. Literally.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's that one that claimed he had AIDS? Him,
No idea.
the basketball player,
Yeah.
Magic
Magic
Johnson. Fat. Yo, for whatever reason, like, listen, I watch these sports highlights and they be sitting there talking. I be like, yo, what is it? Just black men that get fat when they get older? I don't know what it is, but men put on hella weight as they get older. What's a good way to keep it intact if it's not something that you like? If it's not something that is turning you on. Just like my last topic, if you were to cut off all your hair, visually, it's not good for you men. I don't know how you feel about a woman that gains 20 pounds, but if she didn't have a double chin in 2019 and then gained one in 2020, what does that do to you? How do you tell her this
That's
is not
easy.
cool? How's that easy? Tony was saying it was the worst question you can ask somebody. I don't know. Let me get to the comments.
Let's go.
Tony said, in my honest opinion, they need to see the issue themselves. I can throw my 2 cents in, but what am I supposed to do or say if she gets offended? How am I supposed to feel or react if I tell her, and although she doesn't get offended, it just goes in one ear and out the other? Men telling women about their current look and then comparing it to how they used to look is a relationship problem therapy waiting to happen. She has to be the one to want to fix it or do something about it. What does my input mean if it's going to go unheard? And I tell you what, Tony, if you're in a long-term relationship with somebody and they come up to you and say, listen, babe, you put on about 30 pounds, and I notice it, and it's not a turn on to me. She should listen to your ass. Just out of the fear of being played out or cheated on. Listen, I take it serious. My baby fathers come up to me and tell me, yo, Carol, you slacking a little bit, or you got this going on, or you got that going on. It may be stuff that goes unnoticed to some people. I didn't know I started growing chin hairs. I had no idea. And it just only started since I stopped having sex in July. But I had no idea. I'm with my girlfriends. I'm hanging out with Truth every week. He see me. Everybody see me. Nobody told me I had a full beard growing in. Took my baby daddy to tell me. And I ain't even messing with him like that. I would have much rather have heard it from somebody else than him. Because now he calls me a man. That's hurtful. But being that he brought it to my attention, what? What is it, Truth?
He's like, I feel like a pet. But you want the hair, right? You want the blonde hair.
Oh, I want
and
the
shit?
blonde hair, but I don't want it coming out of my chin. I don't want a full goatee. I told you, my doctor said it's because of my hormones and everything else, my testosterone, and I don't have sex. I still haven't.
We don't believe that. But all right, Prodigy says, use the term we. We are gaining weight. We need to go to the gym. We busted. We need a makeover to go to the gym together. Just more lines of, I agree with you. I think if you use that term, it will make the person feel a little better. Instead of be like, yo, bitch, what the fuck is going on? Or you'd be like, yo, love, I was thinking of doing the gym membership. I think we need to do it. We could do it together, and it'll be something we could do, together, and we both could get in shape together.
All right. My friend gave me this example. In the beginning of her relationship, he used to manscape. He said now he has like a full straight up bush down there. Like full wild Amazon bush. How do you use the we in that case? We need to shave our bush.
That's easy.
If
we want some pussy, we're going to shave this motherfucker off.
But, I mean, look, you're in a relationship with somebody. You're comfortable with them. For the first 2 years out of the relationship, you manscaped. And now 8 years later, you don't. So you got the Amazon growing down there.
Tone says, if I've been with her for that long, I guarantee you she's been on top of her game. It would take her noticing it more than me. Craig said, you gotta just tell them if you feel a way, because ladies don't hold back when it comes to men. And that's true. That's true.
Wait. Women don't hold back?
Craig says that you gotta be just upfront and just tell them how you feel, because you said women don't hold back, so why should we?
Right. Bruce Leroy Jones said, "No way to nicely tell someone you love. They gotta feel away no matter. They're gonna feel away no matter how you say it." And then I go back to, because this is a topic that one of my girlfriends asked me to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
In this situation, babe, you got a bush down there. How do you tell somebody that nicely? I mean, if it's something that, if you wanted something, look, she's been given him oral sex and stuff. She made that clear. I haven't stopped, but it doesn't appeal to me.
Well, maybe that's see. We're so scared of communication that we get mad when shit happens because we don't communicate. She need to express to him, love, excuse me. As much as I want to put all your shit in my throat, I be getting like 3 or 4 hairs in there with it. And it's fucking the back of my shit up. I'm getting scratched up here. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about just, it's not like she's asking him for anything dramatic. And for him, he may think it's something that she likes because she didn't say anything to him about it.
You know what? This goes back to our first discussion. If when she met him, he was manscaping,
yeah,
he should have still been manscaping all them years later.
No, I agree with you. I say this. Tell her next time she go down on him with shaving cream. But don't rub the shaving cream on his entire penis. Just rub the shaving cream around their hair and start shaving this shit for him. Or just put the hair remover on there. It'll fall off automatically.
The nair, right?
Yeah.
But then a lot of guys don't, listen, I know for me, after a wax, after like 3 weeks, you get that itch as it's starting to grow back.
Yeah.
If you go from a full bush, a full 8-year bush that ain't been touched, to then shaving it all off, you got to then deal again with that feeling of that hair growing back and itching. Maybe that's his issue. Maybe he doesn't want to have to go through that. And maybe that's the reason why he hasn't done it.
Well, I'm again, like,
is he supposed to know himself? Like,
I think, again, because she didn't say anything, he thinks she's just like when you in a relationship and let's say you decide to cook food a different way. Now, I understand it's a wide range here, but let's just say, for instance, instead of, using Lowry salt, you start using adobo. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, just something like that, and the person doesn't say anything because it still tastes good, but it doesn't mean it tastes the same.
Shit, Lowry's will send you guys to the hospital.
It depends how you use it. You gotta a little gentle, baby. You can't do this with seasoning. If you do this with seasoning, it's right. Seasoning.
You gotta hold it all the way up here.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, you gotta make sure a nice little coat. Nice little coat.
Yo, Larry's is
2
salty.
passes. But again, it's when we don't say anything, and that guy is probably saying, "Yo, my girl doesn't have a problem with it." And also, it's all about like your career wise. Like you may not have the time to fucking shave. You know what I'm saying? Like you understand? Like women been shaving all their lives.
Yeah.
Men start shaving the last, not even say last, but like a man's years of shaving compared to a female's is different. Now the face, that's different, but we're talking about a sensitive area, and a lot of dudes think like they cut wrong, they're gonna cut a ball off. You know what I'm saying? So
I can't.
yeah,
I didn't know men use razors down there anyway.
absolutely,
Oh, they do.
yeah.
I thought men did nair.
I
How you
refuse.
supposed to
do
shave
it.
your ball? If anybody wants to give me insight on how you shave your balls, you can message me on Facebook. I would love to know this. It's so sensitive. It's so thin. I would use Nair down there too. I wouldn't use no razor.
I use razors. All right, Craig says the real truth is don't know man wants to tell a woman, or don't know man want to tell a woman he loves that she has a flaw no matter what the flaw is. Come hang around me, Craig.
Oh my God, I get it all the time. I get verbally abused by both of my baby daddies.
Well, that's different. But
You know what?
now, there is a way to go about saying it.
I'm a choking.
I will give you that, Craig. I'm not one of those full blown like no, but like I will let you. I won't hint it. I'll let you know. Like no, listen, you only use 1 egg. You're supposed to use 3 eggs. You know what I'm saying? Like let's not have this happen again. Like cause like I love like cooking and I'm a food connoisseur and stuff like that. So yeah, there is a way to bring it up and express it to that person without making them feel bad. But I'm not worried about that person's feelings because what I'm saying is overall. Because just like say for instance, overall health. You know what I mean? What I think a lot of people fail to realize, I don't want to spend the rest of my life with someone who doesn't care about their own health.
Word.
Like, why would I want to spend 15 years with you croak? Now I got to start all over
Word.
with someone else.
I was reading a newspaper article the other day about the soda Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
And they were saying that come June 2020, they're going to be taking it off the shelves because they've had a lot of medical complaints due to the high level of sugar
Boy.
and the yellow dye that they use in the soda. Yo, I swear to God, for 12 years since I've known my baby father, he has drank a Mountain Dew. I sent him the article. I said, listen, motherfucker, we got kids together. And guess what? I'm not trying to have my kids coming to visit you in a hospital with no legs and fucking fingertips. You
Well,
need to
what was
stop
the
drinking
what was the backlash of it or like
They were going to be pulling it off the shelves.
why? What was it causing?
It was
Like, what kind of
causing
medical condition?
diabetes.
Well, it's causing diabetes because it got 74 grams of fucking sugar. They ain't got shit to do with the fucking dye. I keep telling y'all, like, nigga, I don't like get a scale, like, you know what I'm saying? Weigh out 74 grams of fucking sugar.
Yeah. There's a lot. I told them, I said, look, they're pulling it off the shelves, and every single day, this man I have 2 or 3 Mountain Dews. And he's gotten to the point where now my kids want it. You know, Mom, can we get a Mountain Dew? And I'm like, no. Hell no. You know, why? Daddy drinks them. Your dad is going to be in a wheelchair with no arms and legs. And, you know, I'm
That's
going to be
fucked
taking
up.
care of y'all.
That's fucked
Well,
up.
listen, as a nurse, I see it all the time with these diabetic patients. He already has 2 brown toenails that I keep telling him he needs to get looked into because
fungus and shit, yeah.
that's where it starts first. You know, like, you know, when you're diabetic, you got to make sure you take special care of your toes and your fingernails. You know, cut them the wrong way, you could bleed to death. You know, but like, I tell him these things because, you know, I have knowledge of them and I genuinely care. It's not that I'm telling him things a certain way to try to hurt him, but I'll let him know.
Right.
You know, I think the best way to tell somebody you love is to just basically put it out there and explain it to them. Explain the consequences of what happens to them if they don't take care of
Well, I
themselves
mean,
better.
like, I will say this. You shouldn't be forced to be with a certain situation or a certain person who, yes, does not care about their health. Because I always tell people this: you can't expect someone to care about something you don't care about,
Right.
and that just blows my mind how people, want you to give a fuck about something that they don't care about.
Right.
So if you don't think you're beautiful, why should I tell you you're beautiful?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't believe it.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
What the fuck is that?
Listen, sometimes people need to be told.
Be told what? Something you don't believe? That's just like me saying, I'm standing in front of you, and it's like, yeah, I'm not the darkest person in the world, but I'm wearing makeup, but I'm actually white. Now, I
So-
want you to believe a blatant ass lie. Like, you don't believe it. So, me telling you something is not going to make you believe it. I'm not here to make you feel good.
Okay, so then that's going back to what Tony said then. You have to know for yourself, and you have to want to fix whatever your issue is for yourself.
Well, that's
before-
exactly, yeah. You want it, like, because my thing is, it's like, you need to want to be healthy.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, there are, like, shit, a couple of people, like, 90-some years old. A couple of people, one person died at 113. You know what I mean? Something like that. So people living longer lives. Like, do you want to live a long life and have the last couple of years of your life suffering and pain? Need somebody to wipe your ass or get you to walk to the corner store? Or would you want to, like, live every moment with like, yo, no regret?
I mean, that's true. That's true. Like Prodigy. I won't get into full detail about it, but in life, I know she's had problems with her sugar. And then one day we were hanging out, and she came to my car with like a big gulp this big, with like 7 different sodas in it. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, I can't feel sorry for somebody who may be at risk of having diabetes if this is what the fuck you're doing and this is what you're drinking.
Well, I mean, here's what people give up on themselves. And what I tried to explain to people will look at you differently if you start changing your life differently. You can't say you want to lose weight and you want to get in shape and not realize that you have to change things about your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Obviously, the things in your lifestyle have gotten you to that size. Things in my lifestyle have gotten me to this size.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the fact like that right now, because both my one of my shoulders is bad, I can't go to the gym. It's just more lines that I have to understand. I have to make sacrifices. Obviously, I don't have a super high metabolism when I can just sit out here and eat 5 Snickers and still have, a slim body. And it's just not going to happen. So you have to understand and realize what type of body type you have.
Right.
And if it's not if it's not hard, well, I'm saying hard, but if it's not something that you have to work hard to achieve, why would you want it?
That's true. That's true.
And unfortunately, people go to the gym for 3 weeks and think they're supposed to see dramatic.
Oh, hell no.
No,
No.
it's going to take months, if not years, for you to get the weight down. This is a guy that was bigger than me and you put together. Been going to the gym about 2 years now. He's half his size. And I looked to him like, yo, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. But you have to understand, it's going to take time.
Yeah, yeah.
You 30 years old, you be eating that way for 30 fucking years. It's not going to change in fucking 6 months.
Nah.
Now, yes, you will lose weight leading up to that.
Mm-hmm.
Things will start getting better up to that because there was one point I needed glasses. So like sometimes people look at me and they're like, damn, I thought your eyes was green. I said I wore prescription contacts.
Okay.
But the green, it looked so natural, everybody thought my eyes were actually green.
Okay.
But it's just, everyone did, believe me.
Really?
Like, yeah, everyone did. It just fits my complexion. But it was just more lines of, I don't need glasses anymore. And I remember going to the doctor and him so puzzled that he had me come back to do the chart twice in 1 week. And he asked me, like, well, did you have any form of diabetes? And he was like, why, how did all of a sudden, he's like, you going to the gym, You're working out. It's like all of a sudden now your eyesight is way better. Like you
Yeah.
don't need. I mean, my prescription is like so minor. It's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So it's going to take time. It's going to take work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I always tell people, man, if you're going to do a brutal workout, you want to do it the right way. Do Insanity. 2 months, I lost 90 pounds.
Wow.
The 2-month program for that because it was so brutal. And then on top of that, I changed things. I said, okay, I'm going to have a protein shake for breakfast. I'm going to eat whatever the fuck I want for lunch. I want a burger. I want a slice of pizza, whatever it is. I had it.
Mm-hmm.
But for dinner, I had another protein shake. And
Yeah.
in between, if I got hungry, I had some fruit or I had a bag of popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2 months, I lost 90 pounds. So it just really goes to how dramatic, how full force you want it to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I always tell people, you can actually lose weight and still eat what you want.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You have to eat till you full, not till you stuff. When your
Right.
body tells you it's full, it's full. Now, when you stuff yourself, you're stretching your stomach.
Yep.
So the next time you eat, you're going to eat more because you just stretched the stomach.
Yep.
So what I tell people is this. There are 5-minute workouts. There are 10 minutes workouts. They're light. They're whatever it is. You just have to be able and willing to burn the calories off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, back to this again. For her, I would say, and I'm not
Oh,
sure.
this is a question for someone.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was the one who was asking me.
I would say this, young lady. In life, we change. We do get older. We do get gray hair.
Yes.
Hair coloring is at the fucking Dollar Tree now. No, real talk. No disrespect. No disrespect.
No, you know what?
Hair coloring is at the Dollar Tree now, and where everything in the store is actually a fucking dollar. You know what I mean? So there's a way for you to upkeep your like. You say, oh, they got horrible brand Dow soap. They got the antibacterial things
Yeah.
that are $5 at fucking Walmart and CVS.
Yep, you're right.
It's $1 there.
They're $1. Yeah.
So yes, they do have some
I was
name
there
brand
8
shit.
o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
I had to get diapers for my baby.
So you have to understand, you can still maintain certain things and not go extra out of your pocket or your wallet to maintain it. But it sounds like for me, what this question is, it's the weight.
Yeah.
So what I would tell you this, dedicate yourself to getting healthier.
Mm-hmm.
You hit Kara up. I have every single workout DVD. Everything. I have Insanity. I have P90X. I have all of them. Give her your information. I will send you via email the workout for you to work at home. If you are unable or don't have the time to go to the gym, or maybe not even the finances, fuck that. They're nice little 5-10 minute, especially P90X, they have 10-minute workouts. And if you do that, now 10 minutes now, just think about that. That's 3 fucking commercials of you watching your TV program.
Yep.
10 minutes just to work out, and slowly but surely you'll start to see. And once you start to really feed into this, because the moment you look in the mirror and you see that difference, something's going to take over you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're going to want to really get more dedicated than you might want to do the 30-minute workout, the 25-minute workout, or whatever it is, and you'll start to see the stuff.
Yep.
But it's something that you have to want to do. It can't be anything that the person you with wants you to do.
Right.
And the moment you say to yourself, I want it too, remember, it's not going to be easy. But the reward of having it done will be the word I'm trying to say. At the end, when you reach what you want, it'll be satisfying.
Rewarding, yeah.
It'll be rewarding. There's no feeling in the world or nothing anyone can, no pretty or beautiful in the world that someone can say to you till you get that snap back.
Yeah, I look
Craig
forward to
says it's not about working out. People just eat too much these days. I agree with you because every commercial, Craig, there's a commercial with this and that. But what a lot of people fail to realize, a lot of our overeating is because you're bored.
Hell yeah.
A lot of people eat because they're fucking bored.
Yep.
Find a hobby. Walk. I mean, hey, the weather's starting to get nice, and I'm sorry, people, we ain't had no fucking winter.
We sure didn't. And
So it's not that bad to do. Now, last night was a little fucking brickish, but
It's
other
cold
than
now.
that, you haven't had that bad to where you couldn't walk to the corner store or
Right.
take a couple of laps around your fucking block.
right.
You know what I mean? Don't get bored. And bored eating, man, that shit's crazy.
That, and you know what else? And I hate to say it. I hate to say this because I have conversations about this all the time. And everybody says it's a disease. I don't know. But people who get depressed and eat, I think it's bullshit. I do. I really honestly do.
Okay.
And, been in school, read books, have spoken to people, and I just can't see how somebody would be sad and just be... To me, when I get sad, I don't want to eat.
It's different because there are some people out there that
Fuck food.
they
I'm going to eat this whole thing of ice cream.
they'll go through a whole Haagen-Dazs or whatever situation may be.
Excuse.
Right, excuse me. You have some people they just they get down on. 'Cause here's what I tell, and this is where the self-esteem comes in. You have somebody who will tell you ain't shit to where you start to believe it until you want to start being not shit.
So binge eating is going to get you there?
Yeah.
No, it's going to get you fat.
So exactly to where people tell them they're not looking good. You're this and that.
No, you
And-
really
and
ain't
I'll say
looking
there
good.
are some. There was we were talking about stripper poles and shit, but there was this big girl. And when I mean this big young lady got on that fucking pole and twirled like she was 5 pounds.
The black lady, right? You talking about?
I was this white girl.
Okay.
I didn't see the black girl. And I mean, she did so many tricks on that. And I'm saying, like, this is what I'm talking about. This is, like, you can tell, like, she's in the process of changing her form.
Yeah.
And, like, she's becoming healthy. She probably could do more fucking up the steps than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I tell people all the time, that six-pack and broad shoulders don't mean you're healthy. I know dudes who six-packed up but can't walk up a flight of steps.
Yeah.
It's all about
Sure.
endurance.
It's true. I'm trying to think. What movie was that I was watching? It was a stupid-ass movie. But the guy's name was Fat Bastard. Is that Austin Powers?
Yes, it is.
He was like, I'm fat because I'm eating. No, I'm depressed. No, something. I'm fat because I eat. And I eat because I'm depressed. Some stupid shit he said. And
Yeah,
after
yeah.
he said that, I was just like,
No, I mean, you have different. You have to, like, I was like you. Like, I was depressed and I didn't want to speak to anybody. When I got home from work, I sat in a dark-ass room. I wasn't sleeping. I just sat in a dark room. And my brother thought I was going to commit suicide. That's how bad he thought I got.
mm-hmm,
But it was a part that I didn't even know I was depressed.
mm-hmm.
I just got so comfortable with my routine. It was just like, wow. And then when I broke out of it, I was like, shit. Maybe I was headed down that path. Like, I don't know.
Listen, I've had a lot of people that have asked me to have a show on depression.
We can do it.
But I'm so, like, about it. Maybe because we all have some type of form of depression. Even though, day to day we live and everything is all right.
Well,
There's
you
no-
have
there's-
yours. You
Oh,
have
yeah.
depression.
I'm depressed.
Yeah, so,
I was depressed all day yesterday.
everybody's situation is different.
Yeah.
And
I ain't want to eat, though. I ain't want to eat a whole bucket of ice cream. Tony told me to stop disrespecting food, so I'm going to stop disrespecting food. But I damn sure ain't want a whole gallon of ice cream.
I feel you.
Being depressed. Eating feels good. So when people are down, they do what makes them feel good. Shut up, Tony.
That's the truth, though. You have people bored. I mean, bored, and they're like hungry. And next thing you know, they're in the kitchen fixing up shit and all. They just ate, but they want to, keep busy and keep your mind off your problems
You
or
know,
the person
what's a-
having problems
A
with.
better fix and what feels a hell of a whole lot better? Sex.
Then you must be really depressed. But go ahead.
I haven't fucked since July.
We don't believe that.
Who wouldn't be depressed?
Go ahead.
I'm dead serious.
You're like 12 months pregnant. We ain't believing that.
No, I mean, the last time I did anything was when I got pregnant, and it's almost over now. I can't wait. I ain't gonna be depressed soon. I'm gonna be out there
You have two little babies.
banging everything with legs. All right, guys. So next week, I want to talk about next week's topic. I put a question up on Facebook and asked if anybody has ever been catfished. Prodigy actually told me I should talk about this. So just real quick, and you can go on my page and you can answer it or be ready to answer questions last week. Have you ever been catfished, and what was the situation behind it? I got catfished. I met a guy on Plenty of Fish. Went to go meet him at a bar in the Bronx. He had no arms and no fucking legs. He was in a wheelchair. Told him I was going to the bathroom. Never went back. Never answered any of his calls. I want to hear those stories. This was actually on Hot 97 just recently, too. They was talking about, like, catfishing and on different websites and stuff. So I want to talk to anybody who's had any type of experience like that.
Okay.
Make sure you tune in next week. That's going to be fun. You ever been catfished?
I haven't, but I've met people who sent older type pictures or like they don't look the same in the photo they sent you, but it's the actual person.
But, well, yeah. It's always the actual person.
No, catfish is when they send you a photo of someone that's not them. That's catfish.
No. This man sent me pictures of himself, but he left out the part where he ain't have no arms
No, that
and
wasn't
legs.
catfish. It just wasn't an update photo.
Updated? Yo, you don't even believe that bullshit yourself.
It's the truth, though.
Like they say, fat women only take pictures from here up so that you don't see the rest down.
Well, no,
That's
it's not from there
catfishing.
up. It's shoulders up. That's why I say,
catfishing
like,
someone.
if you aren't into a particular type of woman, here's the thing, like me, like I don't see how guys these days date, because every photo a woman takes is filtered. So you have no idea what the fuck that woman looks like in real life, because every photo is fucking filtered.
But I want you to know that the example that I gave you is what is considered as being catfished.
Nah,
So what do you call it?
catfish again is when someone sends you a photo of someone that's not them. That's catfish.
So it's
You
not,
just didn't get an update photo.
What do you mean updated?
It's the same person.
He was born without arms and legs.
It's the same person.
He didn't send me a real like a.
Well, I mean, you went to meet him because he had a nice face. That's all that mattered.
I went to meet him because I thought he had arms and fucking legs.
Well, I mean, just think about it. If the nigga ever got into an argument, like, you could just walk away. He can't stop you.
Oh my god! I could yoke his ass up and throw him on a wall and everything. Yo, you know what? Next week, guys, and I also what I want you guys to tell me is who got the definition of catfish right, me or Truth over here, because I know.
You can look it up on your phone right now. They tell you straight up. It's me, of course.
Yeah, you know what? We'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's edition of Grown Talk with Goddess. Maybe I'll come next week without the wig on.
We don't believe that shit, but go ahead.
I don't even believe that
Exactly.
shit. I don't believe it. It does something for me, guys. But
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
I got 6 weeks until this little one is due, so I'm definitely going to try to spice up the next couple of shows and have a couple of fun, have some fun with you guys between now and then. Many ways to hit us up. TruthVibeTV.com. Scroll down. Grown Talk with Goddess. Give us any suggestions for any show topics. You can hit me up on my email, growntalkwithgoddess@yahoo.com. Very easy to find on Facebook. I got 3 damn pages. And on Instagram, you are Goddess35. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's edition of Grown Talk with Goddess. It's always appreciated. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Take it easy.